Yo, before again, I want to give a shout out to um my mom's. You know what I'm saying? Like she hooked me up with some dope information about my last podcast. So see, I did it earlier today. I was talking about the whole captains. Actually, before I even get into that, how's everyone doing? This is What's Up Flobo, episode 115, part two, part A, part B. This is kind of a redo. I don't usually do this. I don't usually do redos of What's Up Flobo, but it kind of takes me back to another time, episode 83, the episode where I actually injured my eye and it was going great, but the audio cut out. And I can't redo it because my eye injury had healed up by then at the time I realized it. And so I kind of let it go. But this actually happened earlier today. I was doing my episode of What's Up Flobo, the show where I sit and I talk to you and I rap with you and I say, check out StreamYard.com, use my promo code for store credit. And it turns out that for whatever reason, the streaming did not talk to the destination or the YouTube side. So YouTube didn't know what to do with it, compressed it to all heck, and all my camera and footage looked pretty buggy. So sent off to my mom, proud as I was, and she was like, what is this? Check your camera. I'm like, what do you mean? It's the same camera I always use, and turns out it didn't work out the way it was. Now, in that original episode of What's Up Flopo, I was talking about a brand new show that I'm coming out with. It's called Commander's Log. It's going to be a Star Trek after show, post show, Star Trek Discovery post show. I fell in love with Discovery. Loved that show. It was my first introduction to Star Trek. So I would love to be able to sit down with people and get their perspective on it and what and their experience with this, I guess, eighth or ninth iteration, but to me, my first. And so I'm excited to be a part of that because I want to get more fans. I want to get more fanatics. I want to get more people of color on the show to really talk about Star Trek Discovery and what their feelings are of it all. And also because there's so much hate for disco, and that's why I decided to make that an after show. So it's called Commander's Log. It's going to air every Thursday right here on YouTube and Twitch, wherever I stream my programming. And so I'm excited about that. And some people may be saying, hey, Flobito, hey, you're doing too much. You're on too many shows. And maybe that may be the case. But to be able to do shows and to do programs I actually like and I care about, I'm all about that. And truthfully, a lot of the shows don't really overlap. Like my comedy fans aren't watching my wrestling content. My wrestling content aren't really watching my late night shows. I think they are sometimes. And my late night shows aren't really watching the Star Trek stuff. So I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing because that's what I like to do. I love creating shows. I love creating blogs and other things like just give a little extra. I actually sat down with an interview with an author today, which for my new Amsterdam radio podcast, his name is Joe Townsell. He's going to be on next week's episode. And we're talking about how he got into writing kind of late in his life, but he kind of made it his own. And it was so inspiring that I actually opened up the old writer's document and started laying out content for a book myself. And it's just interesting. I'm sure there's someone on his camp saying, hey, you're writing so many books, just stop, or there's someone in your camp saying, hey, you're just doing too much. You just slow down and smell the roses. And I'm a big believer of your body will let you know, right? You can push. If you're a person that works at a faster clip, then everything is normal for you. If you're pushing, you feel yourself being pushed. You feel getting up feeling tired. You feel that crick in your neck. You feel caffeine's not working. You feel like you're run down. Like that's your body's way of saying slow down. But if you get up and you have the urge to write a couple articles and then try to research how to grow your platform and then advertise for another show you're working on and then come up with a brand new show, then if that's all the energy you have in that day, then use that energy you have in that day. So shout out to anyone out there on the creative side of things. But back to Star Trek, Commander's Log is going to be a cool show. I'm trying to get more of an expert panel so I can ask them questions that I don't know about. It's going to try to play around with some segments in the show breakdown. I can't wait. And if you want to be a part of that show, you let me know in the comments below. Just say, hey, Flopito, let me jump in on an episode of Star Trek Discovery. If you like the show, if you like the characters on it, I would more than likely to have you in there because fan bases aside, Star Trek and wrestling are kind of similar in that everyone from all walks of life can get together and watch and like it. So I have no qualms. I have no hesitation like getting older people, younger people certain backgrounds, nationalities, races, just to get together and talk about this brand new show. That does it for me on this take 2 of episode 115 of What's Up, Flobo. Thank you so much for watching all the shows, and thanks to my mom who actually watches it the day I sent it to her to let me know that my compression of my last video went awry, and so that's why I'm redoing it for today. One of the latest episodes of What's Up, Flobo I've ever done. Probably the second latest because I did one at night one time. But it's cool. I'll be back here Friday for more goodness. Thank you so much. Commander's Log, the Star Trek Discovery post shows happening right here on the channel and Twitch. If you want to be on the show, if you have some ideas, let me know in the comments below. I would love to have you on, to have your perspective. This is open for each and every single one of you because we live long and prospering, baby. I'm out. Peace.